You're locked into the Grizzly Digital Network. It's time for Grizzlies Live. Now, let's go live to the voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome into Grizzlies Live here at Newk, Eatery. We got a great show for you, and the man, the myth, and the legend, we lead off with head tennis coach Chase Hodges. Coach, how we doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to have you home.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
It's
been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, and so that's why we had you on the show here to talk a little tennis. Recently, you guys just got back.
Yeah.
The carry-on luggage was a little bit heavier than what it was going to Surprise, Arizona, coming back.
Right.
What was the scene like over there?
Well, it was nice. We picked up a couple more national titles, so that's always a good thing. On the men's side, Kevin came home with the NAI National Men's Singles Champion. Kevin and Jordan were the NAI Men's Doubles Champion. Kevin and Jordan were the ATA Super Bowl Men's Doubles Champions. And Chiara DeSalvo and Lona Vasilyeva were the NAI Women's Doubles Champions. So it goes down as 4 national titles. We'll take it. It was a good trip.
More national titles.
Yeah.
And I almost wanted to ask you this question, but we've got, 5 team national championships. Sure. And now you add the 4 to the 9 total individual national championships. So 14 national championships.
I think you just answered. Was that the trivia question?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe you'll find out later.
All right.
14 individual national championships. I wanted to challenge you. Can you name them all?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so there's the 4 from this past weekend. Go ahead.
Yep, and then the 5 team, that's 9.
Yeah.
And then we're at 14, so I got to add 5 more.
Yeah.
And Mr. Confederac would give us an NAI men's singles title from 2015.
Yep.
Him and Jordan would give us another doubles from 2015. Jordan and Kevin also would give us the Super Bowl title. That's 3. Then we have Valeria giving us the NAI women's singles title from 2015. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
So I hate to ask this question. Well, yeah, go ahead. You can applaud that. Absolutely. I hate to ask this question, but what was it?
Is this a new thing with the applause?
Yeah, absolutely. You like it. I mean, they're
like
trying to
this.
interact with you.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Yeah, you like that?
This is good stuff. GDN always stepping up.
We try. We're trying to keep up with your program.
Oh, yeah.
Is it safe to say that GGC women's tennis houses not one, but the 2 best doubles teams in the NAI? Because they've gone head-to-head twice now in the region and at the Oracle Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be ranked 1 and 2 in the nation. Valeria and Clara advanced all the way to the finals of the doubles. They're going to be ranked number 2 in the nation when those new rankings come out. Obviously, Chiara and Alona will be ranked number 1. So when we throw our doubles teams out in the spring, we'll have the 1 and 2 doubles teams in the country, which
go ahead and pencil us in. At least a 2-1 lead after doubles.
That helps, yeah. I mean, we want to make sure our number 3 doubles team is going to be very, very strong as well. So we'll see.
And on the men's side, is it safe to say we've got the 2 best men's tennis players in the country?
Absolutely. I think they proved it year in and year out. Jordan gave Kevin all he could handle once again. Another tight match. Jordan won the first set. Kevin came back to win that in 3 sets. Jordan's going to hold on to that number 2 single spot. Kevin's going to be number 1. They're going to be number 1 in doubles. It's pretty safe to say.
And let me ask you this about the doubles pairing of Jordan and Kevin, because I did a little bit of research going back to last year's Super Bowl, comparing to this year's Super Bowl. Last year they won 6-2, 6-4, pretty dominant.
Yeah.
This year they won the Oracle Cup 6-2, 6-0. Is it a good thing that, I don't want to take anything away from Kevin, but is it a good thing that both of them get to focus on doubles going to the best in the country?
I think it is. All we've been doing, in focus, we leave on Tuesday for New York City. So basically what we've been doing is just focusing in on their doubles. It's a situation where we're going there with one thing in mind, and that's to get it done and perform at the highest level against the top teams in Division I. That's what's going to happen. And last year they made the quarterfinal, advanced to the final 8, lost to a strong team from the University of North Carolina. We're basically 1 point away from winning that match. We'll see what happens this year.
Expectations aren't the word, but are they focused and determined to do even better than that, get to that maybe Final Four level? And again, keep this in mind. This is all of college tennis. Division I, the best teams in Division I. It starts with I think there's a 16-team field.
It's 20. It's
20 now.
teams. So, it was 20 last year. Basically, 4 teams have to play into that round of 16.
Gotcha.
Last year, we were fortunate. We weren't one of those 4 teams, so we started in the round of 16. We beat a team from Old Dominion who won their region, and then we advanced to that quarterfinal against North Carolina. So I know you're going to ask me how my fit, but a lot of it really depends on the draw.
Stop looking at my notes.
I know. A lot of it depends on the draw in terms of who we play.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be released here in a day or two. So once we see the draw, we can really get a good idea of how
so
things
no
will shake
prediction.
out.
You just don't have enough information to.
I don't have any
predict.
information.
Okay, all right. Maybe we'll
Sorry.
tweet at you. We'll get you. We'll tweet at you.
I mean, I do think depending on how that draw shakes out, we could definitely put ourselves in a great position to go very, very far. But it's all about matchups.
Yep.
And looking forward to it.
And again, we wanted to have you on the show this week because,
Yeah.
again, it's not this weekend, it's that first weekend in November up in
Yeah.
New York, but you guys are going to travel. So that's why we want to make sure we highlight it
Right.
here on
Right.
today's show. Coach, it goes without saying, we'll be with you guys in spirit. We stay glued to Twitter and Facebook out in Arizona. And if it doesn't ever work out for you with this coaching thing and you win too many national championships, you just want to ride off into the sunset, there's an opportunity in broadcasting for you on the Grizzly Digital Network because you killed it last week on social media. The interviews, the coverage, it was fantastic.
Yeah, just try to be a little bit different. You always want to kind of think outside the box, do some things. We were doing some Facebook Live videos where we were interviewing the guys, and they seemed to enjoy it. I know that their family and friends were really enjoying it, so it was a lot of fun. I'm not on the Mahoney level, but we're definitely trying to get as much as we can out there.
I was locked in at homecoming here at GGC, and I was sweating bullets because I went, Chase is gunning for me. He's coming for the GDN mic. I was worried.
I mean, the GDN, if you could, we can make some things happen. Anytime, when I'm ready to retire, we'll sit down and be a 1-2 combination.
I love it. Coach, good luck. Safe travels, too, as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back with men's soccer's defender Aedan Radvanyi right here on Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. While you're watching today's broadcast, I wanted to highlight the academic accomplishments of our players who stand out in the classroom. Academic success is a vital part of the experience at GGC, and for our students who earn a 3.0 or higher semester GPA, they have their name added to the AD's honor roll. With team GPAs as high as 3.7, we've had excellent performance to date and over 50 athletes per semester earning AD honor roll distinction. So while you're enjoying the athletic feats of our players today, know that your Grizzlies are doing us proud in the classroom as well.
For further details about Grizzly Athletics performance, head over to grizzlyathletics.com.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
To see more about the Grizzly Athletics Complex, go to grizzlyathletics.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Grizzlies Live in Newk City. We're joined now by Aedan Radvanyi. Aedan, how are you?
Not too bad, good, thanks.
I gotta ask, how's the Fresh Prince of Lawrenceville doing?
I wish Cammy hadn't called me that, but I'm not too bad. We've had 2 days off, so I'm feeling quite rested. Obviously 2 games at the weekend, so we're trying to get back, try and get fit, and just ready to get back on the field today and practice again.
As much as you guys run and conditioning, you're in the weight room working hard, do you still get sore? Because like on Monday, 2 games in 2 days, you get out of bed a little slow on Monday?
I mean, I think It's more the morning after where you feel it, and like we're waking up. I'm with Ellis in the same room, so we're both waking up and sort of walking out like we're about 3 times our age. It's I mean, it's all part of it. It's good. We get a lot of help from James and stuff. So
well, since you volunteered it, I mean, what's it like living with Ellis' husband?
How do I describe that? I mean, last year I lived with Jardel, and he's a complete different kettle of fish. Ellis
Sure.
is clean, which is a nice change.
That's good to know.
Just
Well,
let,
I'm just thinking.
let Jardel know that he's not clean.
Fair enough, Jardel. You've been put on notice here. But I just think back to media day when Ellis was dancing and you were singing. It's never a dull moment, I can imagine.
Oh no, and then we have Luke as well, the tennis player, and it's always a party in the 1203. So I mean,
he said, is that an early shout out to the 1203?
I've got enough shout-outs. I
Oh
think I'm gonna
boy,
have to
here we
start
go.
early.
Here we go. All right, well, let's talk a little soccer before we get to that here. Grizzlies are currently on an 8-game unbeaten streak.
Yeah.
What's been different for you guys lately?
I think we've worked a lot on defensive shape as the whole team. Because we're an attacking team, we like to have the ball, but when we lose the ball, getting back behind, making sure we can't be hurt by their counter-attacking, and protecting the middle of the field, trying to force play wide. If we can defend that better, we can isolate their players, stuff like that.
And what's been fascinating to me is I've got a roster with everybody's name and number and where you're from and how many goals you've got.
Yeah.
I need that because there's so many guys that play on
Yeah.
that back line. What's the strength of that defense that played so well over this 8-game stretch?
I think a lot of it is the fact that in training we work with each other a lot, and there's a lot of interchangeability between us. So each of us has worked in different partnerships and stuff like that. So when we get on the field, we're comfortable with each other. We know how to work with one another, and we communicate, which is a big thing.
Beautiful. So what's your role in all this? You talk about matchups. When you play an opponent and coach calls your name, what do you know that you're going to do well?
Well, I mean, I'm an outside back, so I play left or right fullback, and I know like one-on-one defending's sort of my thing. I'm good at that, but also, like I said, with our team defensive shape, we try and do everything as a team. And the wingers in front of me do a lot of the attacking play, and they're responsible for a lot of our goals. But I try and communicate with them because them doing their defensive job means my job's easier. Then obviously we have like players like Andy and Ellis in the middle who just eat up everything in the air.
Yeah.
So I'm just picking up the scraps really. They make my job a lot easier as well.
Pretty cool. It's been a long journey for you two as well, coming from London, England, transferred in here to GGC. What makes this place special here at GGC?
I think the fact that we have a lot of English guys around me helps a lot. I mean, last year I lived with 3 other English guys, Lewis, Jardel and Ellis, so it's like being at home still really.
Yeah.
It's nice getting Cammy in this year obviously because he's from London. I mean, I was the only southerner, so we sort of teamed up this year. That's worked out quite well.
Explain in your own words Coach Decoud's madness, because he's been pulling strings and formations and personnel. In your eyes and in your words, explain what the game plan has, maybe not the game plan, but what the strategy has been and how it's executed. Do you like it?
I mean, it's worked well for us this year, I think, because we have such a high competitive squad. We have 2-3 players maybe for each position, and every player's playing at the top level of their game. So we know, like, depending on what opponent we're playing and what kind of system we're trying to play, we have different players that are better suited to it. So in rotating, we're sort of getting the best out of the whole squad, making sure our legs stay fresh, because obviously it's such a short season, we get tired. So rotating players is helping quite a lot, I think, with that.
Yeah, you guys are going to get some rest before you hit the road at Fried Hardeman on Monday, Halloween night, going on the road in Tennessee. And then we've got a big showdown back home on Saturday, Bob Jones, and we're going to honor 4 seniors before the game. Sharpie, Perron, and Morty, and Cammy. Talk to me about those guys' impact on you.
I mean, Sharpie, first of all, obviously he's the captain. He leads by example on the pitch and off the pitch. He's a great student as well. So, I mean, he's always out there helping other kids. Well, I say we're kids, we're adults now. With the schoolwork, he's a leader like that. He's a born leader. He's born for that. Mordy, he's a great person to have in the change room because he's always there to, keep things level-headed. He's always funny, but he knows when he needs to be serious as well. He gives 100% on the field every time as well. Model professional. Cammy as well, he's come in straight away and he's settled in like he's been here for years. And he's just had surgery yesterday, so really hoping he's doing okay, Cammy, out there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, he went under the knife yesterday. Have you talked to him after surgery? How's he doing?
I spoke to him before surgery. I haven't seen him today, but hopefully we'll see him at the training ground and hopefully it's all gone well. Because I mean, it's such a nightmare in your senior year to have that happen.
Yeah, I got a hard time believing you don't know what's going on because you have a presence on social media. We see a hashtag, we see a tweeting. He hasn't posted anything yet that says he's okay? If anybody would know,
not that I've seen. I mean,
okay.
he's had he was quite medicated yesterday. I was talking to Malik, his roommate, and he came in a bit loopy from the surgery.
So maybe it's a good thing that he's not.
Yeah, I think probably the best. I don't know if we'll be able to read it or not.
Well, can you do me a favor? Shoot me a tweet to let him know when you've seen him.
I'll tell you when
let me know.
Yeah,
so be my relay information there. Well, Aedan, I greatly appreciate you being on the show here today. We're your guys' biggest fans, and it's awesome to see you guys turn the corner here, hitting your stride toward the AI tournament. You guys thinking about Denver a little bit?
I mean, the next game is the most important game, so we're always trying to focus on Monday. That's what this week will be about, and then we'll start, obviously, senior night as well before that.
Look at you.
But we've got an eye on it. We're thinking about it.
You're polished, man. I like it. You got all the right answers.
We'll be ready.
Well, I think the biggest answer we got to have next is the shout-outs. I mean, you've got to be prepared for this. You've got a ton of followers on Twitter. What do we got
about the shout-outs? There's been a few people who've come up to me, and let me just get this.
We might be
quite
here.
A long list.
We might be here a while. Go ahead.
Right, so I have obviously mum, dad, my little sister Lola. I love you lots. My cousin Michelle.
He's in the camera too. Colin, get him on two there. There we go.
Her kids Trey, Naya, and Shayla, and new baby Nathaniel. He won't understand this, but you know,
No, go
show
ahead.
him in years.
Go ahead.
My roommates, obviously, again, Ellis and Luke, good lads. The team do great things. My best friend Chap is back home, who loves the GDN, he loves the commentary. He doesn't have Twitter, so he never calls in. But Sammy, I love you, mate.
Hello, Chap.
Belle, Clark, Simon, Sam, Tyler, Sophie and the Munoz family. My Tulse Hill boys back at home. Our unbeaten season in 2010 was unbelievable. And the Kinetic Academy, who got me out here as well. Oh, sorry, last one. And the Art boys, Will and Josh, because you know they asked me last minute.
I think you missed one. He's right over your right shoulder.
Oh, Kevin May as well. What a brilliant man Kevin May is.
Greatest shout outs of all time. Aedan Radvanyi, everybody. We're going to take a break here. We'll come back with more here from Grizzlies Live in Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi, Grizzly fans. This is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Right now is the time for you to join us inside the Grizzly Club. Your tax-deductible contributions will go towards scholarship opportunities, travel expenses, championships, and student-athlete development. Plus, you'll have exclusive offers for game tickets and inside events. Your support truly makes the difference as we develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Join the Grizzly Club today. Go Grizzlies!
Thank you for calling the NAIA Eligibility Center.
For additional information about GGC compliance and the NAIA, type in grizzlyathletics.com.
Hello, I'm James Williams, Head Athletic Trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville.
To watch more videos from the Grizzly Digital Network, head over to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. If you're looking to align your business with our Championship Athletics program, take a look at our excellent corporate sponsorship packages. From signage around our beautiful facility to in-game and digital placement, your tax-deductible support of our program will help offer a championship experience for every student athlete. Plus, connect your brand to our growing fan base. You can find out more by checking out the corporate sponsorship brochure on grizzlyathletics.com or calling me directly at 678-407-5241. Go Grizzlies!
Check out Grizzly Athletics Performance on Twitter at GGC_strength ATC.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery as we're hanging out with our newest GGC Athletics employee, and Mr. Taylor Eisenberg. Taylor, how are you?
Doing fantastic, Matt.
They love you here, buddy.
They do.
And everybody loves Taylor here at Newk's because he spreads the Grizzly glory everywhere. You're here week in and week out, passing out promotional items. Tell the fans how they can get involved.
Well, I am here every Wednesday at 12 noon along with Grizzlies Live. So we've got Grizzly Athletics decals, we got posters, we got magnetic schedules. You know, the more we can get the Grizzly brand out, the better, and that's what I'm striving to do here with the department.
And it's an open invitation each and every Wednesday at 12 noon, maybe with the exception of the November 9th. We might be in Denver that week, but the open invitation is there for you guys to come out, support our local businesses, and that's what it's all about here. As you have headed up the marketing campaign for our athletic department, and part of that was you wear a lot of hats on campus, but hosting homecoming this past weekend, lots of festivities. You're on the alumni board at GGC. Give me an idea of how homecoming went and how much fun you had.
Oh man, I thought homecoming was fantastic. We had a terrific turnout, and that's a testament to all the hard work from various departments across campus, from the development office to student affairs to the alumni relations office, and of course everyone in athletics. Like I said, the turnout was fantastic. The stands were packed, and we had a lot of alumni come back, which for me was especially exciting.
And to those alumni out there, this homecoming is just like GGC. It's going to grow exponentially each and every year. We've seen it from year 1 to year 2. We went, wow. From year 2 to year 3, we went, oh my goodness. Imagine what it's going to be like next year, year 4. I know we have alumni from all over the world, but just tentatively put it on your schedule. Come on back from homecoming. We'd love to see you. We'd love to hang out with you. And I don't know if you can do a better pitch than that, but we had a great time, and we want to include you guys too as well. Tell the alumni how they can connect.
Certainly. You can follow at GGC Alumni on Twitter, the Georgia Gwinnett College Alumni Association on Facebook, and also go into the alumni portal on ggc.edu and update your mailing address and all of that information, you know, because we can't reach you if you're unavailable.
Yeah, Taylor, greatly appreciate you being on the show. What are you doing in here in a little bit? You want to close out the show with me?
I'd love to.
All right, let's do that. We'll take another quick break. We'll come back with GGC women's soccer goalkeeper Sophie Hoare right here on Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. While you're watching today's broadcast, I wanted to highlight the academic accomplishments of our players who stand out in the classroom. Academic success is a vital part of the experience at GGC, and for our students who earn a 3.0 or higher semester GPA, they have their name added to the AD's honor roll. With team GPAs as high as 3.7, we've had excellent performance to date and over 50 athletes per semester earning AD honor roll distinction. So while you're enjoying the athletic feats of our players today, know that your Grizzlies are doing us proud in the classroom as well.
For further details about Grizzly Athletics performance, head over to grizzlyathletics.com.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
To see more about the Grizzly Athletics Complex, go to grizzlyathletics.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live at Newk. Eatery. We're hanging out with freshman goalkeeper Sophie Hoare out of New Zealand. How are you?
Yes, good, thank you. Very good.
we don't have a whole lot of freshmen on the show. Like you must be pretty special to be on here.
We'll find out.
And humble as well, right? But no, in all seriousness, you have literally sprinted from class to be on this show, so we greatly appreciate you doing this and being on the show representing the GDC women's soccer. Well, what is your class schedule like on a Wednesday, or even include training and weights and all that fun stuff?
I start class at 8 a.m, so I'm up at like 7, and then go to class non-stop till 12:15, grab some food, have a quick nap, training at 3 o'clock, and then usually dinner and to the library to finish homework.
Wow, and then get tucked in back to the place about
10 o'clock usually.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Then back at it again. That 8 o'clock class would just kill me. That'd be the death.
8 a.m. is not my favorite thing.
So as I say, so that's why the nap's in there.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
are we
taking
taking away
make up for time?
Are we taking away nap time right now?
Yes, but that's okay. I'll let you guys have it today.
Fair enough. Well, we're glad to really have you on the show here. Well, what's the hardest part for you coming from all the way around the world, come here to America, not only just from a cultural standpoint, but adjusting to the game of soccer as well? What's been the hardest part?
It is definitely a very different game. Like, it's hard to explain how it's different, but back home we definitely play a lot differently. And just coming into becoming a student athlete, it's like, it's nothing like anything in New Zealand that we have. Like, it's just a completely different thing. And so that was like hard to adjust to, just because you can't predict it coming from New Zealand. Like, you can do research and stuff, but you have no idea what it's really going to be like until you get here.
So when you come from halfway around the world and you get thrown into camp and training and teammates and a new game and a new culture, as you get going through the season, you start to wrap your brain around some of this stuff. But then coach gives you this schedule, this Kaiser and Embry-Riddle and Cumberland, all these tough teams. Do those names mean anything to you, or you're just trying to do your job?
Mainly just trying to do my job. Like, before I got here, there's only so much research you can do, and the internet doesn't really tell you a terrible lot about the teams we play and stuff. So all I really knew about the teams we were going to play was just what the team had told me. So just kind of hope for the best.
Do you see the number by their names too? Like, does that register a little bit? Like, hey, these teams are pretty good?
Well, before I got here, I actually had no idea what it meant. I didn't realize that it went wins, losses, and draws.
Okay.
But after I learned that, it did start to mean something to me, obviously, because like if a team's got a lot of wins, they're obviously strong.
Yeah. Speaking of wins, the Grizzlies right now are 9-7-1. We've had very much an up and down season, but we've won 4 of our last 5 games. What do you attribute that to?
Over the last couple of weeks, we've had a big focus on playing for our 3 seniors rather than just playing for ourselves. So Nikki, Tiff and Hannah. And I think that's definitely contributed to us playing better. We've started to really work for them and trying to give them the best senior year possible.
So when you watched Senior Day this past weekend, did it register with you at all? Like, what was going on? What was that like watching as a freshman?
Well, we literally have nothing like that in New Zealand. So at first I was kind of like, what is going on? But yeah, no, I get that we really want to acknowledge the seniors, that they've been here for 4 years. They've put in a lot of work into the program and acknowledge that. And that's,
well, I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor, okay? Freshmen here at Grizzlies Live at Newk's, end of October. We'll have you back on your senior year, and you're gonna remember this conversation because it flies by like that. So what's something you're looking forward to, maybe in the near future, the distant future, that you're going to put your footprint and your impact on this program? What's something, maybe a goal for the team you guys want to accomplish?
I think as a team we really want to do well in Denver, and that is obviously a personal goal for myself as well. I want to play well and help to make some new records.
Yeah, absolutely. You played well in the point game a couple weeks ago. Big save at the buzzer. Grizzlies win 2-1. Was that kind of build your confidence a little bit? What's something like that when the team looks back there and sees the New Zealand goalkeeper literally saved the game for them?
Yeah, it's definitely cool. It definitely builds up the confidence. Like, I've had a few confidence issues throughout the season, but starting to build it back up again and playing well for the team, and that's all that I can ask.
Well, we mentioned it. It shows too. Grizzlies have won 4 of the last 5. You've been anchoring that post for us. Grizzlies continue to keep playing well, but what's something that's giving you that confidence? Is it those seniors? Is it the teammates? Is it coach? What has you kind of focused in right now and playing well?
Definitely the team, playing well for the team. Like, they're very supportive. Coming off the win off Cumberland's, that was a great achievement for us, and that's definitely helped to keep us all focused and on track and playing well.
Well, this is going to be the hardest part of this interview, this next part, because you'll forget more than you remember, you'll leave somebody out, and they'll be sure to tell you. Is the shout-outs. You familiar with this? You know what's going to happen here?
Yes.
And before you get going, can I borrow one of the shout-outs? Yeah. Shout out to Wendy, always on the Twitter, the GGC, the hashtag GGC Athletics, always tuned in, always dialed in. And it's not time zone friendly for her when we play those 7 p.m. game, is it?
7's not too bad, actually. 7's like 11 o'clock, so she doesn't do her work, and she sits at work and watches the games.
So it's the other way around. So it's in the, what is it, the morning for her? 11 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, 16 hours ahead, so they're the next day. Yeah.
So so this is, Wendy, you'll appreciate this. We call it multitasking. So she's at work, but she's multitasking watching the Grizzly Digital Network.
That's usually how it goes.
I'll shut up. Shout-outs for you. Go right ahead.
So I've got 3 shout-outs. The first one is to my awesome roommates in Suite 2406. The second one is to Shara G. She's our amazing trainer. And the last is, of course, to my family back at home, my mum, my dad, my 2 sisters, Kelsey and Nicole, and then my baby nephew, Luca. He's just over 1 year old.
Nice.
I love you all and miss you all heaps.
Well, guys, keep tweeting in. We greatly appreciate it. Sophie, thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you for having me.
Enjoy that nap.
Yeah, I will.
We'll take a break here. We'll put a bow on this show. You're watching Grizzlies Live in Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Thank you for calling the NAIA Eligibility Center.
For additional information about GGC compliance and the NAIA, type in grizzlyathletics.com.
Hello, I'm James Williams, Head Athletic Trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville.
To watch more videos from the Grizzly Digital Network, head over to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. If you're looking to align your business with our Championship Athletics program, take a look at our excellent corporate sponsorship packages. From signage around our beautiful facility to in-game and digital placement, your tax-deductible support of our program will help offer a championship experience for every student athlete. Plus, connect your brand to our growing fan base. You can find out more by checking out the corporate sponsorship brochure on grizzlyathletics.com or calling me directly at 678-407-5241. Go Grizzlies!
Check out Grizzly Athletics Performance on Twitter at GGC_strengthATC.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. While you're watching today's broadcast, I wanted to highlight the academic accomplishments of our players who stand out in the classroom. Academic success is a vital part of the experience at GGC, and for our students who earn a 3.0 or higher semester GPA, they have their name added to the AD's honor roll. With team GPAs as high as 3.7, we've had excellent performance to date and over 50 athletes per semester earning AD honor roll distinction. So while you're enjoying the athletic feats of our players today, know that your Grizzlies are doing us proud in the classroom as well.
For further details about Grizzly Athletics performance, head over to grizzlyathletics.com.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live in Newk City. We're rejoined by Taylor Eisenberg, and we have a Grizzly fan in restaurant. Your name? Where are you from?
Brad Jenkins, Lawrenceville.
All right here in Lawrenceville. Glad to have you here on the show. You ready to tackle our Grizzly trivia question?
I am ready.
All right, it's a little bit of a trick question. All right, we'll let you see it, and we got some multiple choice options for you here. How many national championships, how many total national championships has GGC Tennis won? We've only been at this for about 4.5 years. But we've got how many total national championships? What are you thinking?
You said about 4 years. I'll go with C.
C is a really good guess, and C is the really right answer. Both combining team and individual national championships. 14 for Chase Hodges and Company. Taylor has got a Grizzly prize pack for you there. Got tickets for you, t-shirts. Careful undoing that t-shirt. There's other fun stuff in there as well with the other corporate sponsors and a poster too as well.
All right. Well done.
Brad, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Can I get a Go Grizzlies before you go?
Go Grizzlies.
There it is right there. He's going to enjoy his lunch. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So another satisfied Grizzly fan here in Restaurant Taylor as we dive right into our more satisfied customers in our Tweet of the Week. And I don't know about you, Taylor, but this one comes from an all-time great on the Grizzly Digital Network. Mark Berry tweets in every single game, and not only is Mark a great tweeter, he's also educational too as well. We learned what digestive biscuits were. Do you want to take a stab at what digestive biscuits are?
Ooh, I have no idea. What's a digestive biscuit?
In the UK, they're called cookies. Well, excuse me, in the UK, they're called digestive biscuits. We would call them cookies.
Oh, okay.
So I love digestive biscuits. What's your favorite digestive biscuit?
Ooh, you know, I'm going to go crazy and say the Biscoff cookies that you get on the Delta flights.
Wow. That's an outlier for sure.
A little bit. They're delicious, though.
You know what it is? Do you know what else is delicious?
What's that?
Homemade chocolate chip cookies. Just putting that out there.
That's very true.
Just putting that out there. But great thanks to Mark and the rest of our Grizzly fans that tweet in every single week. Fans, you can be our Tweet of the Week by using the hashtag GGC Athletics. All right, let's get right into it, Taylor, here. The Grizzlies are going to hit the road, both the men's and the women's team, going to Freed Hardeman on Monday, Halloween, October 31st.
Yes, I actually have a fun fact.
Let's hear it.
The black bear is actually the only native bear species to the state of Tennessee. But that all changes on Monday when both Grizzly squads travel to Henderson to take on the Lions of Freed-Hardeman in a Halloween showdown.
I like it. I like it. Great information there from Taylor. Fans, information you're going to need to know. The game times have changed. So the latest information, as always, is on grizzlyathletics.com. Game day, stay tuned to our social media, as well as our friends over at Freed-Hardeman are going to be streaming the game live. So, Taylor, I will be in my Halloween costume at home, tuned in to Freed-Hardeman's website and watching the men's and the women's team take on Freed-Hardeman. Do you have a Halloween costume of choice?
You know, I'm going to throw back to 90s Nickelodeon. Hopefully we have some 90s viewers today on the program. I'm going to go with Quail Man, made famous by Nickelodeon's first ever Nicktoon, Doug.
I love it. I'm a huge fan of Quail Man and Doug, man. That's awesome. Fantastic.
As am I.
So Taylor's going to put a belt around his head. I think I'm going to go with the general. The GGC's mascot. I'm going to get a bear costume, put the basketball jersey over top of it, and cheer on the Grizzlies. That's my plan.
That sounds fantastic.
Taylor, greatly appreciate you being on the show here.
It's always a pleasure.
We're going to have you on more often. Is that cool with you?
That is very cool. I'd love to.
We'll sort of do it here. For Taylor Eisenberg and our entire cast and crew from Lawrenceville. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to check in with the crew. I always check in with the crew. Are we good? Tamara, always energetic. Soups. Thank you, Kennedy. Kennedy never misses his soup. Come on over to Newk's here in Lawrenceville. They've got the new white bean kale and the chicken sausage gumbo soups. Those are two different soups. I would never put those together. What's your item of choice today?
Ooh, you can't go wrong with the barbecue chicken pizza. You really can't.
So
of course, everything's great here.
That's right. I think I'm going to try the chicken gumbo. That sounds good.
That sounds pretty good.
All right, now we're going to get out of here. Taylor Eisenberg and I are going to go to order lunch along with the rest of the entire cast and crew from Lawrenceville, Georgia. For the longest episode ever, this is Grizzlies Live, a new Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network. So long, everybody.
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for making today's broadcast possible. For the most recent information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.